Football, it's Friday Night Live. Welcome back, Triton fans, to the first game of the 2012 football season. Tonight, your San Clemente Tritons take on West Adams Prep from Los Angeles. Please join your Friday Night Live broadcast crew in our ninth year of providing live video coverage of Triton football over the internet. Join Bill Edwards, Ben Villa, and myself, Rich Corder, for the play-by-play of tonight's game. Before turning over the show to Ben, we'd like to hear a word about our sponsors. We'd like to thank our main sponsor, Greeks Concrete. Doug Greek is the owner of Greeks Concrete, located in San Juan Capistrano. Doug has been in business locally since 1971. Greeks Concrete specializes in municipal, city, and residential concrete work. There's no job too big or too small for Greeks Concrete. Doug Greek poured much of the concrete work that's around the Little Theater at San Clemente High School. He also poured the concrete slab located behind the home bleachers that's used by varsity coaches with the scissor lift during home games. That's Greeks Concrete, our main sponsor out of Capo Beach, 949-429-5781. We'd like to thank the rest of our Friday Night Live sponsors. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel, USA, Rick Anaya. Little Page Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Little Page Automotive, Mark Littlepage. The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. And South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. We'd like to thank all of our Friday Night Live sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to bring you this live video coverage every year. These are ex-local Tritons from San Clemente High School, local businessmen. They're in this community, and they support Friday Night Live, and they are the reason that we're able to bring you this show. Now we're going to turn it over to Ben Villa with information about tonight's game. Take it away, Ben.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be back this year. I was off last year because I basically was working up in Sacramento and couldn't make any of the games, but Rich kind of kept me abreast of the team's doings. Anyway, tonight, San Clemente meets West Adams Prep, who they played last year and who they defeated. San Clemente defeated West Prep by a score of 35-6. And this is their second game. And West Adams comes in being known as the Panthers, and they'll be in their colors of sky blue, platinum, and black, and they're all in white tonight. Their coach, Napoleon Banks, leads their team. And for those of you who don't know where West Adams Prep is right almost in downtown LA on Washington Boulevard. Last year, West Adams ended up with a 6-6 record and a league record of 4-1. And they lost to two Orange County teams that were on the schedule. San Clemente 35-6, and also they played La Salle, and Los Alamos beat them 21-8. They had a pretty tough schedule last year, and they had wins over Crenshaw, Westchester, Manual Arts, and Locke, which to have to play those teams and defeat them, they must have had a pretty good roster of players. This year, San Clemente comes in off a great year last year of having reached the finals and against Santa Margarita. They had a 12-2 record last year, and this year they're going to be pressed to match last year's record. So this is Jaime Ortiz's first year. His biggest concern this year is to try and have a winning season, not to match last year's, because last year's teams was pretty exceptional. And he's got a pretty good bunch of players this year who play well and can stay together, should have a very successful year. San Clemente comes in, and this is their starting lineup. Offensively, they're led by number 14, Sean Connerly, their quarterback. And their two running backs, Dre James, number 4, Landon Cook, number 8. And at the wide receivers will be Christian Bailey, number 1, and Ricky Humes, number 43. And at the tight end this year will be Jason Wright, number 85. At the center position will be Tyler Maxwell, 74. And at the guards will be Sam Hunter, number 54. and Acacia Navigaveli, number 72. And my understanding is that Sean Harlow will not be starting tonight, and we have not yet gotten a notice as to who will be replacing him. Thanks, Rick. Adam. That's
Solano.
Adam Solano, number 58, will be replacing him. Thank you. And at the tackles will be, the other tackle will be Jacob Bryson, number 53. On the defensive side, Kelsey Benoit, number 45, will be at the defensive end, linebacker. At the tackles will be Sam Hunter. And at the outside at the linebackers position will be Alex Alvarez. In the middle will be Landon Cook and Sam Darnold. At the cornerbacks will be Troy Duffy and Colin Sines. And at the safeties will be Christian Bailey and Marcus Meredith. And it's nice to know that Marcus is back. He had an injury and is fully recovered and is going to hopefully have a great year this year. And the punter this year will be Alex Alvarez, number 42. And kicking for tonight's games will be Brett Miller, number 2. And doing all the returns will be number 1, Christian Bailey. As the teams come out in the field, San Clemente will be all in black. And Rich will give you the names of the coaches. As the game proceeds, we'll tell you who the new coaching staff is for San Clemente.
There's also just want to let you know that the top 10 came out for the teams. And the top at number 1 is Santa Margarita. Number 2 is Mission Viejo. Number 3 is Mater Dei. Number 4 is Servite. Number 5 is Tesoro. Number 6 is Edison. Number 7 is El Toro, who joins our league this year because Dana left our league, so El Toro's coming in, and they have a potent offense. Then number 8 is San Clemente. Number 9 is Orange Lutheran. And number 10 is Los Alamitos. So San Clemente, Jaime Ortiz has got this team ready to go this year. They've got some great athletes, and it's going to be a real interesting season. It's a tough South Coast league. You have Mission Viejo, Tesoro, El Toro, San Clemente, and Tribuco. So it's a tough South Coast league. This year, only 2 of the top teams in each league are going to go to the playoffs. And then from what I understand, there's going to be 4 playoff teams for all the rest of the teams. So most likely, in order to go to the playoffs, San Clemente is going to have to come in 1 or 2. But San Clemente's got the talent, and Ortiz has his team ready. And this should be a lot of fun because we are loaded again. It's a good follow-up to last year, and we'll see how we go. This team tonight that we're playing, West Adams Prep, I think they have only 17 players on the field, so they don't have a lot of kids here. The JV played them a few hours ago here on Thalassa Stadium, and JV won 40-something to nothing. So we'll see what the varsity does, but they don't have a lot of players on their team. And then next week we're going to be traveling to Long Beach, Cabrillo, and we'll be up there in that neck of the woods broadcasting. So welcome back, Triton fans. It's been, guys, seems like we just were at Anaheim Stadium for the CIF playoff against Santa Margarita. And here we are now. So we're getting ready for the kickoff.
2012. Number 12, Jason Fajardo, set to kick for West Adams Prep.
So we got Christian Bailey standing back.
And number 4, DeAndre James.
And DeAndre James are standing back on the right around the 5-yard line. Getting ready for the kick from West Adams Prep. What a beautiful night. It's light out here. It's not dark yet. The stands are full. The snack bar's going strong. Le Pom Pom Cafe. Mike Hurlbut's here. I think he's been here for about 95 years now, announcing up here. He does a great job. Strong Notre Dame fan. Hey, he's an SC fan. I always mess with him every year. Same thing I say. The kick, fielded by Christian to the 7, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, down to the 37-yard line. What a return by Christian Bailey. And that's the way to start off the 2012 season. Nice run.
That was an outstanding run by Christian. Ran right up the middle, then veered to his right, had a big hole.
The lone setback right now is DeAndre James. And it's great. I've been looking forward to this year. Ben and I coached here for many years, and we coached a lot of the kids on the lower levels. And now they're here in varsity, and it's good to see these guys playing now. Donnelly, nice to see him taking over for Travis Wilson. And DeAndre James, very good running back. Already timeout for West Adams Prep. So a little confusion by West Adams Prep to start the game. And let's thank our Friday Night Live sponsors. Want to thank our sponsors, Greeks Concrete, Doug Greek. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel, USA, Rick Anaya. Littlepage Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Littlepage Automotive, Mark Littlepage. The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. And South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. Again, without the support of our sponsors, we would not be able to bring you Friday Night Live. These guys are ex-Tritons, they're local businessmen, and they support us and they donate to our program, and we're able to bring you our show. We're in our 9th year. This is live video coverage of Friday Night Live, and we hope you're enjoying the show. Please give us a shout. Let us know who you are, where you're watching the game. If you got a question, if you got somebody playing on the team who wants to give a shout out. So the varsity's back on the field now. Two split receivers. Single back, DeAndre James. Double tight, motion to the left. Donnelly throws a pass to Ryan Alvarez. He's already down to the 5, and it's a touchdown, San Clemente. Touchdown from Donnelly to Ryan Alvarez. Goes 33 yards all the way down for a touchdown, and that score is going to be brought to you by Greeks Concrete, Doug Greek. What a way to start the game.
That was a great read by Donnelly. They had one deep safety that was 15 yards back from the line of scrimmage, and the wide receiver just outran his coverage, and Donnelly found him, made a great pass, and got 6 points.
Lining up for the kick now, Brett Miller. Outstanding kicker. The kick is up. And you know, Ben, and the kick is up and it's good. And so with 11 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the first quarter, San Clemente takes a 7-0 lead. And Ben, what I was going to say about Brett Miller, I think last year he made every one of those extra point attempts last year. I'm pretty sure he made every one of his extra point attempts. What a great kid that is. He's a great kicker. Promising future for him in football as a kicker.
Yeah, and he's got a great point average also that he should be able to get into almost any school he wants.
So nice watching these kids start off on the freshman level, coaching them, and then watching them go up to the different levels, and now they're on varsity and going for, trying to win the South Coast League, which is tough this year. And a great coaching staff. Just a great Troy Kopp, offensive coordinator. He does a great job with the offense. Jaime Ortiz, the defensive coordinator, head coach. And here we go with the 2012 season. This is going to be fun, man. I've been waiting for this. Getting ready to kick right now. San Clemente is going to be kicking off left to right across your computer. 11:41 here to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 7-0. They scored the first play on a pass from
that was a great play by Donnelly.
Donnelly down to Alvarez. I started to say Wilson. I go, wait a second, Wilson, he graduated. Been calling Wilson for so many years. The kick by Brett Miller. Be fielded at the 7-yard line to the 10, the 15, to the 20. Boom! He's down at the 21-yard line, where West Adams Prep is going to take over, moving right to left across your computer screen. 11:35 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 7-0.
The tackle was made by number 15, Derek Winokur.
Yards on the kick return. Football spotted at the 22-yard line of West Adams Prep.
West Adams Prep comes in with just a low number of players on the team. I think they have, how many they have? 15?
17.
17 players. So Boy, it must be hard for them to scrimmage or even have any contact without getting guys hurt. So we'll see how their offense goes here.
So here we go. First play of the game for West Adams Prep. Moving right to left. The quarterback is up under center, single back. And the quarterback hurt his knee on the first play. I think he bumped his knee with the running back, who got dropped for a loss.
Jacob Bryson on the tackle for the Triton defense.
The quarterback's limping.
On the tackle was Jacob Bryson.
Boy, that quarterback's really limping. Can you imagine with only 17 kids, he loves a quarterback on the first play of the game? Oh, man.
That could make it for a very long night for him.
The Triton gods are with us tonight. The quarterback, Florence.
Oh, they're missing one player.
They're throwing another guy out on the field.
They lost one of their linemen.
I thought you had to come from the huddle. Anyway, McCormick is the ball carrier, and he gets another loss of a yard. So it's going to be third down and about 14. Ball's on the 20. 10:30 to go in the first quarter. Sacramento leads 7-0.
Tackle is made by number 54, Sam Hunter. Came from his defensive tackle position.
And Sam Hunter, he's a big kid. I was talking to him before the game. Oh, man, he's a big dude. Yep, penalty flag.
Someone's lined up offsides.
Offside, San Clemente.
Oh, that's not very smart. You line up offsides before the ball snap.
So that gives them a 5-yard gain. Well, maybe that's how they're going to gain yardage tonight. Try to get a penalty. Okay, it's going to be third down and 10. Ball's on the 21-yard line. 10:05 to go in the first quarter. The quarterback, Florence, is in gun. Lone setback to the right is McCormick. Two split receivers, one to either side of the formation. McCormick, and he is drilled!
Whoa. He got nailed by Landon Cook, the middle linebacker. Just came through the line untouched. And tackle. I think he got to the ball carrier at the same time as the ball carrier was getting the ball.
Oh, man, he got hit like a freight train. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he got stuck. Man, that guy's seeing stars. I'm surprised he held on to the ball. Imagine just getting your eyes up, looking downfield, and here's Landon Cook coming in full speed. Okay, we got ready to punt here now.
Second timeout for West Adams.
So timeout on the field. With that timeout, we want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors again. We do appreciate the support of Friday Night Live. Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel USA, Rick Anaya. Little Page Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Little Page Automotive, Mark Littlepage. The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. And South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. Thanks to their support, we're able to bring you Friday Night Live year after year. We're in our 9th year, and we do appreciate their support. You know, times are tough, folks, everywhere around here. And these sponsors of ours, I hit them up here, in the last few weeks, and every single one of them continues to support our program. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate it, because we could not bring this broadcast to you. It's all totally through the support of our sponsors. And guys, if you're out there, I hope you are listening right now. I can't tell you how much we appreciate you doing what you do for us, especially in times like this. But you guys give, and give. So Bailey's standing back at about the 47-yard line, moving up a little bit now. He's right at midfield.
I think they're going to go and try and block this punt. Here they come. Oh, almost.
Bailey's going to field at 43 to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20. It's knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line, but I think there's going to be a penalty against San Clemente. Another flag just flew. We'll see what it is.
I think there might have been face masking on on West Adams.
Penalty flags on the field.
And that last one looked like a clip on San Clemente. The first one I wasn't sure what it was. We'll see what they call. 8:58 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0. San Clemente leads. And to our right here, we got Jack Iverson, who's here every year, filming for Triton football, and we appreciate.
He's been there for a long time.
He has been there. You know, I think he's a fixture. I think they just bring him in, they just stick him there. I think he's just a statue that's in the weight room or something like that.
Could you check and see if he's breathing?
Yeah, I sure hope so. You're doing CPR, not me. Jack's laughing. Jack's a great guy.
The referees are a little confused as to what to call out there right now. Let's see, holding on San Clemente.
Offsetting penalties, man? No. Clipping.
Personal foul.
I saw the clip on the last play.
Now, I'm not too high on this particular rule, but does one penalty oversee the other, or do they mark off both of them?
I don't think they mark off both of them because there were two were offsetting, weren't they? Didn't they have one against West Adams and two against? I'm not sure.
No, both are against San Clemente.
Oh, I thought one official pointed back the other way in the first call.
No. There's the first one. There's the holding. And
it is two. It is two. Good call.
Well, see, this is what I understand. They marked off the first one not at the spot of the foul, but the second one should also have been at the spot of the foul, but they're tacking it up on top. So San Clemente just got a 30-yard penalty.
And ball's going to be back at the 39-yard line for San Clemente. The offense takes the field right now.
And again, West Adams is defensively has got one DB almost 20. So they just marked off the holding penalty.
So two split receivers. Donnelly's got a receiver on the right. It's complete again to Landon Cook, and he's all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, San Clemente! What a run! What is it? A 51-yard pass from Donnelly to Landon Cook, and he gets into the end zone, and San Clemente scores again to take a 13-0 lead with 8:47 to go here in the first quarter. And that score is brought to you by Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel USA, Rick Anaya. San Clemente is scoring at will on West Adams Prep. San Clemente now has had two offensive plays, and both plays have gone for touchdowns. West Adams Prep, they're basically just playing a cover three. They got three deep, and San Clemente's just going underneath of them. And the kick is up by Miller, and it's good. So with 8:47 to go in the first quarter, San Clemente leads 14-0. Wow, just like that.
Well, West Adams just doesn't have the horses on that side.
Not even close.
So West Adams, I think, is going to be in for a long night.
Just like that, two plays, two touchdowns. Landon Cook and Alvarez. Sean Donnelly. Yeah, something else I saw, Coach. Two of the strongest kids, I think, on the team, and I think Donnelly is one of the two in the bench press or something like that. I saw something like that where he was one of the strongest players the quarterback. So that's pretty good for him. Remember last year, man, Wilson, he was a beast running the ball, big strong kid. And Donnelly, I'm glad he finally gets in there. He deserves it. He's a great kid. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, this will be his year to shine.
So Miller's going to kick off right now. Kick's going to be into the end zone for a touchback. The ball's going to come out to the 20-yard line. West Adams Prep is going to be moving right to left across your computer screen. And the San Clemente defense will take the field again. So West Adams Prep is going to line up with the quarterback, Florence and gun. Single setback, 2 receivers will make that 1 receiver to the right. 1 to the left. The run on the right side, and they are just going nowhere against this San Clemente defense. Coach Ortiz has this defense pumped up for this ball game. So that's a loss of 3 yards. 2nd down and 13.
I couldn't tell who made that tackle from up here. It was number 50. I think it was 58 or 68. 68. Oh, that tackle was made by number 69, Daniel Navarrete.
Okay, 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. The quarterback swing pass out of the right, up the right side for about a 3-yard gain. To McCormick, the running back, number 26. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 11. Or say make that.
Tackle is made by number 45, Kelsey Benoit.
Benoit played for us last year on the junior varsity. Another great kid, good athlete. A lot of guys getting a chance to play because last year a lot of varsity guys graduated. Wilson, Roberti, Foster, Pasquale, Murph, all these players, a lot of good players. Quarterback's in gun. 1 receiver split to either side. 1 step drop. Pass is knocked down and almost picked off. That would have gone for a pick 6.
That was a nice effort by Sam Darnold, who came in from his outside linebacker to knock that ball. Actually, he didn't knock it down. He knocked it up. Got his arms up there to deflect the pass.
So 7:51 go here in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 14-0. And West Adams Prep, they cannot move the football. It's going to be a long night for these guys, and they got a long drive to come down here. 17 kids. Ben, all the years that I can remember, well, since we've been doing Friday Night Live, we've never seen a team with only 17 kids on the team.
I know.
Even when we played that year down in Marina, wherever that was, by San Diego, the border down there, remember?
Yeah.
That was, even they had a small team, but they didn't, 17 kids. What can you do with that? And on 4th down, they're going a long pass.
Well,
and why would you throw a pass on 4th down and 14 when the ball's down around your 17-yard line?
Well, looks like they're a little desperate already early in the game. But hopefully they could catch him off guard, but number 1, Christian Bailey, was right there to cover it. But you're not going to get anything by Christian, especially if he's playing deep and ready for a punt. He was able to make that coverage. But you know what? The quarterback had a nice arm on that throw.
Yeah, but why would you throw the ball there? Look what San Clemente takes over on the 17-yard line, leading 14-0. And if this continues, the trend continues. They've had 2 offensive plays. They've scored 2 touchdowns. So let's see what happens on this one.
Well, it's a timeout. And they've used up all their timeouts for this half.
Lord, I feel sorry for that I feel sorry for that other team. It's got to be so difficult with that small amount of players, and looks like they have maybe 3 coaches. Or the first year I started coaching football here at San Clemente, freshman, was back in 1990, and we had 3 coaches. There were 3 of us, and I think we had about 22, 23 guys on the team. Long time ago. So while it's time out, let me thank our Friday Night Live sponsors again. Our main sponsor, Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel, USA, Rick Anaya. Littlepage Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Littlepage Automotive, Mark Littlepage. OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg, and the South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. So San Clemente takes the field. 2 receivers split to either side. Second play is double tight. Donnelly's up under center. And, oh, man, I thought they jumped off sides, Coach. The run on the right side to DeAndre, and he gets down to the 2-yard or maybe 1-yard line. 1 more yard, that would have been another touchdown. San Clemente is just running and passing everything at will.
Yeah, and Adams has used up all their timeouts for this half, and we're still in the first quarter. And that was a nice run by DeAndre. I hope he has a great year this year because that young man's been working really hard for the first 3 years of his high school career, and he's got this year to really be able to shine.
He has, and you know what? I love that kid. He's a great kid. Great kid. I formation. There he is into the end zone. Speaking of great kids, touchdown, DeAndre James. And that touchdown is going to be brought to you by Littlepage Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. And San Clemente scores 7:08 to go in the first quarter to take a 20-0 lead. And this is ugly already. Man, it's setting the line. Our offensive line is just blowing those guys off the line.
Yeah, this is going to be a long night for Adams.
Oh, that's for sure. Speaking of Marty Goggins. We got Marty Goggins, ex-San Clemente football player back from the early 80s, just walked in here. Marty, when did you graduate from here? 83? Good gracious.
Good
Marty Goggins played football here. I remember, Marty and I go way back. I remember when you were playing football here. We got Chris Miller out here helping out. I'm sorry.
No.
So a lot of Triton alumni up here in the booth.
Mike's getting old. He's getting putting down a lot of food. Mike, you're putting down a lot of food tonight. Well, here we go. With San Clemente up by a score of 21-0, and Brett Miller's getting ready to kick off again for the 3rd time. These are the kind of games when you know you're stronger than your opponent. You just like to go in there and do some head hunting. But in that same respect, it's early in the season. You don't want to get your starters hurt.
No, thank you. Okay, getting ready for the kick from Miller. And that's Matt Miller up here doing the spotting up for the booth. That ball's going to be kicked out of the end zone by Miller. And West Adams Prep is going to take over on the 20-yard line, moving right to left across the computer screen. 7:08 to go here in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead, 21-0. And it's been all San Clemente, both offensively and defensively. And going back to that, I started to say, but then we got going with the game here. In the playoffs last year against Santa Margarita, there was 4 plays in that game, folks. 4 plays that changed that game. San Clemente, they fought. It was a valiant battle by San Clemente. But 4 of those plays in that game changed that game. San Clemente could have beat that team. And that was an excellent Santa Margarita team, and they are ranked number 1. They're number 1 in the state, I think, and I think they're number 2 in the country. I think. Ben, do you know that? I think they're ranked number 2.
I think they're behind De La Salle. I think De La Salle is number 1 in the state.
So they're number 2 in the state?
Yeah.
Okay, West Adam Prep. Quarterback's going to be up under center now. 2 receivers to the left. Single receiver to the right. Now the quarterback drops back. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on the right side. Number 37, Irving. And he gets out to the 22-yard line, so a 2-yard gain. They're going a little bit of wildcat.
That tackle was made by Ricky Humes, number 43.
Ricky Humes, another kid, another good guy that you're glad to see him out there. Gets a chance to start play. He's another great kid. I mean, there's a lot of great kids on this Triton football team. A lot of guys getting a chance to play this year. You got to love Triton football. Remember, if you're out there, give us a shot. Tell us where you are, where you're listening, if you got any questions for us. Got a lot of fans tuning in right now. So, second down and 8, 6:16 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead, 21-0. Now it's going to be a snap, direct snap to the quarterback, who runs straight ahead and maybe got a yard or maybe just to the line of scrimmage.
You know, this is West Adams Prep. I wouldn't be surprised if this is their first contact they've had against an opponent or anybody else but themselves, and I doubt if they have a whole lot of contact amongst themselves, trying to not get kids injured and trying to complete the season without injury. But, you know, I think West Adams, I think their best bet is to try and run the ball and try and run the clock run the clock as much as possible.
Well, you can't even, like Ben said, you can't even get a practice going. You can't even practice against 11 guys on the other side of the ball. You got 17 guys, and like Ben also said about the injuries, you can't afford to get somebody hurt with 17 guys. And look at the sideline over there now, and it's amazing. There's nobody over there. So you got like a semi-I formation, a little bit of motion. Looks like it can be a penalty maybe for illegal motion. And Irving was the running back, or actually he was the quarterback that ran the ball. Lost about 5 yards. 4:52 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 21-0 here at Thalassa Stadium. And it was a penalty against West Adams Prep, and it's declined.
You know, I have a feeling the reason they didn't punt the last time, because I was watching them warm up. They really don't have a long snapper. I was thinking that, you know, it was probably better for them to try the long pass and hopefully get the interception and maybe move San Clemente back. But we'll see on this one to see if they try and pass it or if they're actually going to punt it.
Okay, Bailey's going to be standing back at the 47-yard line. 4:37 to go here, and now we got a penalty flag.
Too many men in the huddle.
You know what I think he did, Coach? I think he crossed the line. He came across on the San Clemente side and ran off instead of running straight off the sideline. Looked like he started around and then he came across field where the line of scrimmage was and then ran off that way. He was on the San Clemente side of the field. I don't think I've seen that. So 4th down at 18, 4:25 and ticking here in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 21-0. Perfect night for football. The punter standing back on the 1-yard line, and it's over his head. He's able to get it off. It bounces at the 24-yard line, and it's down right at the 24-yard line. So San Clemente is going to take over, moving left to right across your computer screen.
That was about a 10-yard punt from the scrimmage line. So I can see why they tried to throw that pass on 4th down last time. If there had been an interception, they would have gained more yards than a punt.
So San Clemente offense is over on the sideline getting the play. Coach Hammer out there. Coach Kopp. They take the field now. 21-0. 4:07 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead. 21-0. Two receivers split to either side. The lone setback is DeAndre James. Donnelly up under center. Double tight. Three-step drop. Wide open. Christian Bailey catches the ball at the 7-yard line and runs into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, San Clemente. Makes it 27-0 pending the PAT. And that score is brought to you by our sponsor, Littlepage Automotive and Mark Littlepage. So far we've had 4 of our sponsors already on that score brought to you in the first 11 minutes of the game.
Christian just did a slant route inside the cornerback, and the corner just blew by him after he made the reception. Cornerback just couldn't keep up with him.
The kick by Miller is up, and it's good. And Brett Miller, he's continuing his ways from last year. Like I said, he went last year and made every extra point. And so far he's 4-4, 4 out of 4 for this game. So 28-0, 4:02 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente takes a commanding lead.
Here's a big decision for Coach Jaime Ortiz. Is how long does he let his starters go in this type of game, and when does he allow his backups to come in and get some good experience? So
I'd say at least let them go into the first part of the third quarter. Then you start pulling everybody. You can start rotating people now, but
there could be 100-0 at the third quarter.
That's true, but. Next week we go up to Cabrillo, Long Beach Cabrillo. We'll be up there playing. So we'll be traveling, and we'll bring you Friday Night Live on the road next week.
And for you parents that are going to be following the team, we kind of suggest that you leave early, because 405 is pretty bumper to bumper, even all the way through Long Beach.
Carmageddon. Carmageddon.
Well, Brett Miller with his third kickoff. Or is it fourth?
Fourth. Brett Miller's getting ready to kick.
Fourth.
Ball sitting at the 40-yard line. The kick is up. And it's going to go in the end zone and out of the end zone again. So West Adams Prep is going to start where they've been all night on the 20-yard line. 4:02 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 28-0.
I don't think Adams has gotten past the 30-yard line, have they?
No. Well, where did they had that penalty? Where did that penalty end up? I don't even remember. It was down around here somewhere. Yeah, you're about right. Somewhere down around there.
Well, my suggestion to West Adams is run the ball, run the clock.
Yeah, and drive safely on the way home.
Yeah.
Okay, the quarterback's going to be in gun. Lone setback to the right. Split receiver to the right, one to the left. It's just a quarterback keeper on the right side, and he is drilled. Number 37.
Yeah.
Irving.
Tackle was made by
I think I don't even see the original quarterback out there, but remember he was limping there for a while. He may have got knocked out.
Yeah. I couldn't see who was the first contact for San Clemente, but he got hit by about 4 San Clemente defenders. But West Adams they're going to run the ball. They're going almost a double tight end formation.
The quarterback, Irving, going to be in gun. Lone setback. Run right up the middle. Oh, man, this is ugly. He just got drilled. Lost the helmet at the 15-yard line.
Number 18, Sam Darnold, who came in to make the tackle. But, you know, Adams is just so man that all of San Clemente's defensive players are just teeing off on them. They're not. I mean, they're just going to the wall.
Hey, Marty, I just saw that your daughter was at Marie. Just had a birthday. She turned 16. Right on. That was this week, right? Hey, Friday night. We know everything. We know everything in San Clemente. We know everything. You just ask us. Marty Goggins, his daughter Marie, turned 16 this week. Happy birthday. Shout out to you. His wife Susan probably home listening to the game right now. Friday night. Run around the left side. Oh, he almost lost that ball. Tackle at the 10-yard line.
Tackle is Landon Cook, the middle linebacker, came up for the tackle.
I feel sorry for this West Adams prep team. 1:49 to go in the first quarter. San Clemente's ahead 28-0. And West Adams prep, they cannot do anything. Bailey's going to be standing back at the 42-yard line, anticipating the punt. It's one big 75 that keeps running off and on the field, man. He's getting more and more tired just running off sideline to sideline there, or sideline to the huddle. Boop! The kick is up. He's got time to field it. Field at the 42. Bailey at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Breaks a tackle to the 15, to the 10. Oh, down at the 10-yard line. A great run back by Christian Bailey, who is an excellent athlete. You talk about somebody that's gifted. So brought down at the 10-yard line. 1:03 to go here in the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 28-0. And the offense is coming out to take the field again.
Well, this close in, I don't think San Clemente will be throwing the ball. I would expect DeAndre or Landon Cook are just going to carry the ball.
So offense is getting the call on the sideline from Coach Kopp. Takes the field. Single receiver to the right, single receiver to the left. The lone setback is DeAndre James. Donnelly up under center, motion. Three-step drop. He's looking to the end zone. He's got a little bit of pressure. He's got to run, folks. Gets to the 10, the 5. Touchdown! San Clemente by the quarterback, Donnelly, on a quarterback keeper around the right side. He rolled out looking for a receiver, and he was able to weave into the end zone to make it a 34-0 ball game. And that score is brought to you by the OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. We appreciate the support of our Friday Night Live sponsors. And there's an injured player on the field for West Adams Prep, and they cannot afford to lose anybody.
That's Sheldon Hassel, number 98, who's injured for West Adams, and that's one of the things that the coaching staff for West Adams don't want to see. They can't afford to lose players, and
yeah,
here in the first game, they look like about to lose their first one.
Kelly had them sent up. Pollard. Yeah. He stopped by the Pum Pum Cafe and got some.
Who is that that's down?
I didn't see a number. I don't know who's down right now.
It's 98.
98.
Okay, 98.
That's Sheldon Hassel.
Hassel. So Hassel's down on he's laying down there about the 7-yard line. Yeah, because he's up. That's a big kid. Now that is a big kid.
Well, it's a good thing he's getting off with his own power, and their injury isn't extensive.
Now we're getting ready for the PAT by Miller, Chris Miller. Keeping his streak of kicks alive, point after. Man, this has been a long first quarter.
Well,
What time is it?
Look at the score.
Yeah, I know. Holy Moses. We're going to be here at midnight. First Friday night live game. We're going to go into the next day. So, getting ready. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the hold by Donnelly. San Clemente takes a commanding 35-0 lead. 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And we want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors again. Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel USA, Rick Anaya. Little Page Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Little Page Automotive, Mark Littlepage. The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. And South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. We appreciate the support from all of our Friday Night Live sponsors. Without their support, we cannot bring you our Friday Night Live broadcast. And we do appreciate their generosity, especially when times are tough. So,
Well, Brett Miller gets ready to kick off for this 7th kickoff.
Yeah, it's 35 points in the fourth quarter. Running clock.
What about 35 points in the first quarter?
Well, we're having a discussion over here about the mercy rule for CIF. And we've never actually encountered that situation, but
actually,
Running clock.
last year, actually, we had a game like that. It was going to fourth quarter, and then something happened, and it was the longest fourth quarter. Hey, remember that last year we had that in the fourth quarter? And that was the mercy rule, but then something happened. It ended up being the longest fourth quarter we've had in years. That, yeah. Man, they had to bring an ambulance out. I mean, it was the longest fourth quarter we've ever had. The kick up by Miller. This time it's going to be fielded at the 1 yard line to the 5 to the 10. Boom! Brought down the 12-yard line.
Wayne Smith fields the kickoff at the 1 yard line.
So that was 81 Smith who ran it back.
tackle is made by number 43, Ricky Hooms.
That was 7 seconds, and I appreciate it. They could have let that go, and it would have been 1 second.
Ricky Humes, great kid. I saw him down at the street fair the other day. Down there at the street fair I saw him, and then I walked the beach trail down there. I've seen him a few times down there. Really nice kid, great family. These guys out there, we got some great Triton kids, families out here. All the years, think of all the families and all the fun and all the football. So many Triton families. We're so happy to bring you Friday Night Live. So West Adams Prep is taking the field now offensively. They got a single receiver to the right. Double tight. Lone set back to the right. Quarterback's just going to run around the right side. And they just can do nothing. He lost a yard, maybe two.
Yeah,
Not a yard.
he didn't even get to the line of scrimmage. He took the ball and almost hesitated going to the hole because it got
What hole?
Yeah.
San Clemente defense. San Clemente defense doing a great job.
Here's where they should just run the clock and stay in the huddle as long as they can.
I don't think that. Did he fumble that ball, Coach? I think he did. I think he fumbled the ball. I don't know if they got it back or not.
Oh, they got it back.
And the clock's just going to keep running. So West Adams, they fumbled the ball, but they got it back, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. San Clemente ahead 35-0, the end of the first quarter. And we want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors, Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek, Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel USA, Rick Anaya, Littlepage's Landscaping, Paul Littlepage, Littlepage Automotive, Mark Littlepage, the OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan, Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg, South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. We appreciate the support of our Friday Night Live sponsors. We couldn't do it without you.
Coffee, hot chocolate available, along with brownies, cookies, gluten-free items at Le Pom Pom Cafe.
Well, West Adams couldn't get past the 30-yard line going in a easterly direction. Now we're going to change second quarter. They're going to be going in a westerly direction. See how they do going in this way. But I think West Adams, to their advantage, should just run the ball, try and get the clock down, and hope they get some breaks and get into score. But they can't do it by running, and right now their quarterback's been doing the majority of their running. And earlier in the game, their starting quarterback got injured and hasn't returned to the game. And right now, the quarterback is number 37, Maurice Irving, and he's primary defensive back.
Here we go. The ball snapped. Quarterback gets across, or maybe just to the line of scrimmage. They're going to say it's a dead play.
No,
Sacramento said they scored, but I think it was a blown dead.
They just took the ball away from him, but now
it's Sacramento defense.
Fourth down, and
Sacramento defense putting the hurt on these guys tonight. So fourth down and 14 to go. 11:27 to go in the first quarter. Sacramento ahead 35-0. Getting ready for the punt. A whistle on the play. It's going to be a motion penalty against West Adams Prep. So the ball is going to get closer to the goal line.
It's just hard to believe that they've graduated that many players, West Adams, because last year they had a tough schedule. Like I said earlier, that they beat Westchester, they beat Locke, they beat Manual Arts, and those are some pretty good teams.
It's amazing how that can just the difference from one year to the next. And that kick was almost blocked. Fielded by Bailey at the 25, 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, San Clemente. Christian Bailey runs it back. 26-yard return. Touchdown, San Clemente. And that score is going to be brought to you by Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. Another one of our Friday Night Live sponsors. Now it's 41-0. 10-12 to go in the second quarter. I wonder what the record is for the highest score. I wonder what that could be out there.
I think Cumberland beat Tav 120-6.
Good gracious. I mean, for San Clemente, I wonder what's the most points we've ever scored.
Oh, San Clemente.
Remember one year, I think we looked that up. It was like 60-something. We almost broke it. Man, that might have been last year.
No, it was not last year.
No, we almost broke it. No, not that we scored that many, but we came close. That might have been that game I was talking about when there was that mercy rule.
La Costa was 58-7.
That may be the game last year. I think the most scores was like 64, 63, something like that. So that's what I remember us talking about that last year.
We're trying to find out what the ruling is for the mercy rule. Somebody said it was the fourth quarter. It was 35 points or more in the fourth quarter. It'd be a running clock.
So the score is 42-0. 8:57 and ticking here to go in the second quarter, and it is a running clock. Mercifully. And nothing against West Adams Prep. They just don't have any players.
Oh, yeah. I think we're beating game like 60.
They can't even get the play.
No, they can't. They got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 guys out there. No. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now they have 10. There's 11.
Boy, this is tough.
Yeah, this is really hard. Well, we can't even practice against another squad. I mean, I feel sorry for these coaches and players. You know, it's not their fault. Nothing they can do about it. You don't have the players. You don't have the players. You got to give them. They got a lot of courage to get out there and play with that little amount of players. The kick by Miller. It's going to be in and out of the end zone again, literally. And so West Adams Prep, like almost all night, they're going to take over their 20-yard line, moving left to right across the computer screen. The score 42-0. 7:45 and ticking, and now it's going to be a running clock the rest of the game. And we should be seeing some new faces at some point. I think we got a new quarterback out there now. Maybe not. I can't see.
No,
That's not on the other team.
Oh, yeah, wrong offense.
No, the other team.
I don't think they're going to change quarterbacks unless he's injured.
I
But
can't see if that is is that Irving, number 37. I thought another kid was lining up back there. They got so much confusion back there. So, single receiver to the right, single receiver to the left.
you're right, Irving's not in there.
Yeah, we do have a different quarterback. Number 19, and snapped over his head. He just falls down. That was Florence. Oh, that's the original quarterback. The original quarterback's in now, and he's still limping. Man, oh man, oh man. So second down and 17, 42-0, 6:20 to go here in the second quarter. There's somebody give us a shout out there. Let us know where you are. If you got any questions for us. Sorry, Ben.
Almost ripped my head off.
Quarterback and gun. I just stepped on Ben's mic. Run around the left side for the other kid that was playing quarterback. Number 37, Irving. He loses a couple more yards. Back to the 10.
Tackle was made by number 10, Troy Duffy, and San Clemente is bringing in some substitutes.
Man, what a difficult job for that West Adams team. 5:31 and ticking. 42-0. San Clemente got a running clock. So single receiver to the right, single receiver to the left. Original quarterback's in. Florence. The give up the left side to number 37, Irving. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, San Clemente now is playing the run game and just waiting for them because at this point they're not going to throw. Now it's fourth down. They're going to try another punt. And going back for this punt is number 43, Ricky Humes.
Fourth down and 20. The punter standing on the 1-yard line. Somebody else runs on the field. They're a shorter player. Ready for one of these go over his head. Penalty flag. What is that? It wasn't too many men, is it? No. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I don't know what that penalty was, Coach. Do you?
No. All right.
Now he's kicking out of the end zone. And here comes San Clemente. They're licking their chops. Oh, gets it off. Good job. Fielded at the 30, the 20. Down to the 8-yard line. Has a nice run.
Ricky Humes.
By Ricky Humes.
It's a nice run back for San Clemente.
So San Clemente's going to get the ball right about the 8-yard line, leading 42-0. 3:32 to go on the second quarter, and that was a nice run by Ricky Humes.
It looks like Coach Ortiz is going to get a few substitutes on this series.
Ball spotted at the 7-yard line of the Panthers. First down and goal for the Titans.
Now we have
Looks like Applegate's going in a quarterback.
Applegate,
Number 17.
Lauren Applegate.
Peyton Garrett is over at the wide receiver.
Lauren Applegate at quarterback for the Titans.
We got double tight. Applegate's up under center. The lone setback is DeAndre. They give DeAndre on the left side. He's got running room into the end zone, standing up.
DeAndre
Touchdown, San Clemente again.
Correction, 7 yards.
And that score is brought to you by South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. It's a nice job by DeAndre. San Clemente's just pouring it on. 48-0. 2:36 to go, or 2:24 to go here in the second quarter. The clock is running.
This is where it's kind of a hard decision for Coach Ortiz, and he wants his starters to get in a lot of reps to get themselves ready for the next game. But then again, you don't want to run up the score. You don't want to tell your kids to hold back. And then when you get your other kids in, for them to get some time out on the field. So
The kick is up by Miller.
I'm sure he's contemplating that move right now and trying to determine how long he lets the starters go.
The kick is good on the kick for the Brett Miller with the PAT. It's now 49-0. 1:45 to go here in the second quarter.
And it looks like Lauren Applegate will be coming back in the game. He's down there in the sidelines taking some snaps from Kiefer Munson. Well, looks like they're going to do some substitutes in the kickoff team.
And it looks like they got a lot of new jerseys out there.
The only one that's not new is Brett Miller. I don't think he's going to come out of the kickoff team.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt him to keep practicing. Well, I guess this is the way to open up. I think tonight, isn't Santa Margarita playing in a real good team in Arizona tonight or something like that?
Yep.
Not sure what the name of it is, but it's Santa Margarita and a real good team.
Where?
Centennial of Corona. So the kick back by Brett Miller, it's out of the end zone. And San Clemente's going to take over on the 20-yard line, moving left to right. My bad. Excuse me. West Adams Prep. Got me confused here.
Yeah. You're just getting too excited about the score.
I was, yeah. 49-0, 3 seconds, and that was the last play of the second half, or the second quarter. And now we're going to head into halftime. San Clemente ahead 49-0, and that was a rout in this first half. We want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors before we take a break from the air here. Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek. Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel, USA, Rick Anaya. Littlepage Landscaping, Paul Littlepage. Littlepage Automotive, Mark Littlepage. The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan. Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg. And South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. We appreciate the support of Friday Night Live and all of our sponsors. Without those sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you Friday Night Live. And we are in our 9th year of live video coverage. It's because of our sponsors that we're able to bring you this game live. So anyway, Ben, what's your comments here in that first half?
Wow, it's it's pretty hard to make comments. San Clemente is just overpowering West Adams, and West Adams just has no response to San Clemente. San Clemente has too much speed, too much strength, too experience, and have the numbers. West Adams just does not have the kids or the numbers. Their starting quarterback got hurt in the very beginning of the game and was out. They had to go with their backup quarterback. They didn't get past the 30-yard line offensively, so they've got a lot of work to do. And San Clemente will probably start with their backup guys on starting the third quarter. I'm sure they don't want to get their starters, any of the starters, getting hurt on a game that's already well in hand and already have a victory. And for West Adams, my suggestion for them is what they did in the second quarter: just run the ball, run the clock, take as much time in the huddle as you can, and keep the ball away from them, from San Clemente, because San Clemente scored on the pass, on the run, on the kickoff. So San Clemente's got this game pretty well in hand. So hopefully West Adams can come out with some kind of play to be able to control the ball for a while on the clock, because they're not going to score on San Clemente. So their only goal is to run the clock.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be back in a few with the second
half, and look forward to talking to you about bringing the game back then.
No. Yep.
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 Okay.
Now I can. But we're not on the air, right?
Okay. Are we on? We just lost it. We just lost the.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Okay, here we are. We're back now. Welcome back, Triton fans. We're back again for the second half. San Clemente is leading 49-0. It's been all San Clemente on both sides of the ball. West Adams Prep, and they only have 17 players. The quarterback got hurt, I think, on the first play.
4 more, 3 more.
And you know what? I gotta commend that school, players, family, everybody over there. At least, you know, they're not throwing in the towel. They're not giving up. They're doing the best they can. All they have is, 16 guys now if the quarterback's hurt. So they're doing the best they can. And San Clemente's just doing great on both sides of the ball. It's a great job by Coach Ortiz getting everybody ready for this opening game. I'm sure next week Long Beach Cabrillo is going to be a little bit tougher than this. So hopefully we get out of this game. It's going to be running clock the whole way. And they're
going to have 10-minute quarters.
10 minute, yeah. So we have 10-minute quarters now. So this will go quickly. They don't want anybody to get injured. So we'll see what happens here. Again, my hat's off to West Adams Prep. They just don't have the players, the manpower, anything. So, but they haven't given up. They're still there. I got to hand it to that coach and those kids. They're hanging tough.
And it's nice and that their parents drove all this way down here to watch their kids play. So my hat's off to the parents and the players who have valiantly stayed in there into the game and haven't given up. You know, they've got 3 or 4 players who are not suited up there on the sidelines. They're probably injured that, maybe there might be some of their starters.
Well, like Ben said, it's going to be a 10-minute moving clock now for the third and fourth quarter, so it should go pretty quick. Since Ben and I have been doing this, we've never had a game like this where it started like this in the for the second half. I don't think we've played a school yet that just didn't have the personnel like these kids do. And again, I praise them for their courage in staying out there and battling. Must have been pretty hard to go into that halftime saying, hey, we got another half to go out of this, and they're behind 49-0 and they just can do nothing. But they're taking the field now, so my hat's off to them, and hopefully no one gets injured and we get out of this, and some of the seconds get us a good playing time. The first season game, that normally doesn't happen, so get some playing game to these backup players, and let's get on the road, get this win under our belt, start off 1-0, and then move into next week when we go to Long Beach of Cabrillo of Long Beach, and Friday night we'll be up there. So we're getting ready for the kickoff right now. Brett Miller is going to kick. It's going to be a 10-minute running clock.
Save yourself a half a step. Just reach out and flip it.
So here we go. The kick is up. It's a line drive. It's going to be fielded. Nope. Goes into the end zone. So West Adams Prep, again, they're going to take over at their 20-yard line. They're behind 49-0.
First down and 10.
And they're taking the field right now.
One positive, well, there are a lot of positive things about San Clemente tonight, but I noted that San Clemente's got 31 juniors on the roster, which is going to be, not that I'm looking too far ahead for next year, but a lot of these kids are going to get a lot of experience this year, which should help Coach Ortiz in the future for his future teams. And they've got 2 outstanding sophomores. Sam Darnold, who's made an impact in this game. He's been in a few tackles. And they've got a young Cole Harlow, who should be putting in some time on this game.
Okay, here we go. West Adams Prep. And also to add to what Ben's saying, that the freshman class they had this year, they have a huge freshman class. A lot of talent, so that's up and coming also. Quarterback and gun. It's the original quarterback, number 19, Florence. Hands off to 37 Irving, and he gets loss of a yard. That's kind of how they ended the game. The clock is ticking this whole rest of the game. 9:03. San Clemente ahead, 49-0. A lot of new numbers out there, Coach.
Yeah, we'll try and get as many of these players in and identify them. There's number 22, Colin Sines, who's been in their entire game. Number 19, Peyton Garrett. Remember Peyton Garrett?
Yeah, absolutely. Sines, too. All these guys, they all played for us. Great kids. I'm glad they're getting a chance to play. So, split backs. Florence is in gun. Single receiver to the left. A quick slant pass, almost intercepted by San Clemente. It was thrown a little bit behind the receiver, number 87, Bravo.
That was knocked down by cornerback Matt Clark. I'm glad to see that Peyton's out there. Peyton played for us when he was a freshman and played in the reserve freshman team. And we couldn't find a position. We didn't have a quarterback. I kind of forced him to play quarterback, and he was so scared. All he did was complain about having to play quarterback, and he did an outstanding job as a freshman. And then he went up to the JVs and played quarterback there. And now he's playing one of the safeties on defense.
Okay, it's a punting situation. The kick is up. He gets it away. It's going to be fielded by number 24, which is Logan Cathy. Logan played for us last year. He's a great kid, good athlete. And he brings it back to the 30-yard line where San Clemente is going to take over, moving right to left across your computer screen. Ahead 49-0. There's a flag on the field. We'll see what the penalty is.
Looks like it's going to be against West Adams.
Holding. San Clemente. I got a lot of seconds in there right now, so you're going to see probably a few mistakes. And we're just talking about Garrett, Peyton Garrett. His dad, Norb Garrett, he owns the SC Times here in San Clemente, and he's a big supporter of the community and a great guy. And Peyton did. He's a good kid. He really played hard for us. It's good to see him out there.
Reluctantly.
We got a lot of new numbers out there right now. I formation. The give on the left side to number 33 is Delgadillo. Sebastian Delgadillo gets down to first down, down to the 26-yard line where it's first down San Clemente. I want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors, Creeks Concrete, Satusa, Little Page Landscaping, Little Page Automotive, the OC Tavern, Rocco Custom Remodeling, and South Coast Distributing. Appreciate the support of Friday Night Live. 26, Addis is going to be split out to the left. I formation. The quarterback 17 on toss around the left side to Delgadillo again. Breaks a tackle, gets down to the 13-yard line, or it's going to be another down. The quarterback, Applegate.
Delgadillo is one of those juniors that's going to get a lot of playing time tonight. And he'll be able to help San Clemente down the road this year.
Yeah, a lot of these kids, a lot of good kids getting some playing time right now.
Lauren Applegate, number 17, the quarterback. He's also a junior.
Okay, here we go. First down and 10. Ball's at the 12, 13-yard line. 5:07 and ticking. San Clemente ahead 49-0. Cathy split out to the left again. Offset I formation. Toss on the left side. Delgadillo again. He gets down to the 6-yard line maybe. Nice run by Delgadillo. Just running out of I formation. Safe offense. Give everybody a chance to play. Offensive linemen and running backs, receivers. Play coming in from the sideline. Trent Addis. Number 24, Cathy, comes out. Two split receivers. I formation. Applegate up under center. Double tight ends. I'll make that tight end to the right side. This time the run on the left side. Mows into the end zone. That was Fernandez. Garrett Fernandez. And he gets in for a touchdown. Touchdown, San Clemente. The score is now 55-0. And that score is brought to you by Greek's Concrete. Doug Greek, one of is our main sponsor for Friday Night Live. That's who we started off with our scoring. We went through all our sponsors. Get a shout out. And so now San Clemente has scored again. 3:35 and ticking. Brett Miller is going to line up for the kick again. Donnelly the holder. The kick is up. The kick is good. And his streak of consecutive kicks, PATs, is good. It's 56-0. So West Adams Prep, they get a chance to get back on offense again. Gotta hand it to them. At least they're getting back out there, you know what I mean?
Coach Ortiz did a nice job there. Had a lot of his juniors playing, ran the ball, trying to run the clock down, allowed West Adams to, play a little football instead of just embarrassing them. The West Adams gets to get a few licks in and get ready for their game next week. And the backup players get to play a lot in this second half. And we still have, as we know, that we have a running clock, and we started with 10 minutes to start the third quarter, and the clock doesn't stop. We now are down to 2 minutes and 25 seconds in the third quarter. And we start the fourth, we'll have another running 10 minutes.
So 2:17 to go here in the second half, the third quarter. The kick is up by Miller. That should go in the end zone again as usual. In the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. West Adams Prep, as every other time almost, starts off on the 20-yard line. They're going to be moving left to right across your computer screen. San Clemente ahead, 56-0. 1:53 and ticking here in the third quarter. And this third and fourth quarter is going to go real quick, folks.
Not that we want to get ahead of ourselves, but next week San Clemente will be playing Cabrillo. And last year San Clemente played Cabrillo, beat them 35-6.
So West Adams has the ball. They're going to have a single receiver out to the left. A lot of new defensive players in there. Lining up. I'm not sure what that is. There we go. Tight end to the right. They got two split backs. The quarterback is still Florence. Running back gets nowhere, dropped down at maybe the 16-yard line maybe, and the penalty flag might be face masking. No, pulling down by the collar maybe.
San Clemente, number 52, Trey Fullerton,
horse collar,
came up and made that tackle.
Stop to the line of scrimmage. There's a penalty flag on the field.
So it's a horse collar. We're bringing them down by the shoulder pads, inside the shoulder pads. So, West Adams Prep. I think that's the two, the two times that they actually moved the ball were on two penalties.
Yeah, they're past the 30-yard line.
Yep.
They're down up to the 35-yard line.
So, two split backs. Florence is the quarterback. Single receiver to the left. Again, I commend the team for getting out there and not giving up and keep fighting. And that's already the end of the third quarter with the running clock, and it's 56-0. San Clemente ahead. And again, hats off also to Jaime Ortiz, and let's say, hey, let's get this game over, running clock, and let's get our guys out healthy, their guys out healthy, and no sense rubbing it into the face of the other team here. Who still is fighting? They're still fighting. They're out there battling. So my hat's off to them. Want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors again. Greek's Concrete. Greek's Concrete, Doug Greek. He's our main sponsor. And all of our sponsors, they're having a tough year, and Greeks Concrete came on last year as our main sponsor. And this guy, Doug, man, he's really been real kind to us in donating and help us support us as our main sponsor. We appreciate Doug Greek. And then Satusa, the Council for Educational Travel, USA, Rick Anaya, another strong supporter. All supporters, local businessmen, ex-San Clemente Tritons, Little Page Landscaping, Little Page Automotive, the OC Tavern, Rocco Custom Remodeling, and South Coast Distributing, the Aarons family. A lot of ex-Tritons on that, all the Aarons brothers. So here we go. We got split backs, single receiver to the right. Edwin Florence, he's the quarterback. He was injured in the first play of the game. He's got his left ankle taped. Other player running on. Shotgun to give on the right side. The running back, number 28, or maybe that was 29, Garcia. Running 26.
Tackle was made by number 45, Kelsey Benoit.
So 26 is McCormick. So balls, no game for that. Second down and 10, 8:52 and ticking.
And ticking fast.
Yeah, it is. This will go really quick. What time is it? 8:30 maybe, something like that, 8:35. Split backs. Florence the quarterback. Single receiver to the right. Quarterback keeper on the left side. Gets across for a 2-yard gain. There we go. And the quarterback limping back there, but hey, at least he's going for it. He may be going off right now. He's limping pretty bad.
No, he's not going to come out.
And there he goes.
Coming out.
He limps off the field.
Well,
not funny, but at least he came out and gave it a shot.
Well, he's got to come out. I mean, you got to protect him. He's your quarterback for next week's game.
Exactly.
You don't want him getting injured.
So 3rd down and 8, 7:56 to go in the fourth quarter now. 56-0 San Clemente ahead in a blowout. 2 split backs. That time the running back gets back to loses 2 yards.
Tackle is made by number 40, Davis Baker. And there's another junior. They've got a lot of juniors out there right now.
Next year's class, Coach. Next year's class. So 4th down. Punting situation.
They've got that Garrett Fernandez, number 32, running that inside linebacker in place of Landon Cook.
4, 6, 8. Here we go. Oh, man, almost blocked it. Almost blocked it.
That was a nice
Takes
punt.
a Triton bounce, goes out at the 25-yard line where San Clemente's going to take over, moving left to right across your computer screen, leading 56-0. 6:45 and ticking on a running clock in the fourth quarter.
30-yard punt with no return. Football spotted in the 20.
So that was a pretty good punt that time. Of course, it took a 10-yard bounce.
6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Again, thank you to our Friday Night Live sponsors, Greaves Concrete, Satusa, Little Page Landscaping, Little Page Automotive, the OC Tavern, Rocco Custom Remodeling, and the South Coast Distributing. Ex-San Clemente Tritons, local businessmen, all supporting Friday Night Live. We appreciate your support. And that's why I keep saying it, folks. You may think I'm saying it a bunch of times on here, but I am, because I do appreciate it. It's because of them that we're able to bring this broadcast. So I formation. Applegate is up under center. The give to Delgadillo. He breaks back to the right. Gets across to the 33-yard line where it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Delgadillo played last year. So, 2nd down and a long one. 5:26 and ticking. 56-0. San Clemente ahead.
Special congratulations goes out to some of
Split receivers. Single receiver to the left, single receiver to the right. San Clemente moved.
Oh, yeah.
That was number 15, Winkler.
West Adams is now going to 6 down linemen on defense because they're anticipating San Clemente's going to run, and they will run. But now West Adams is going to counter that with a six down lineman and 3 linebackers.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They got 12 guys? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They have 12 guys on the field, Coach.
Not yet. Still.
Yeah, they do.
No longer.
Big 74 is running off. 2 receivers split to either side. Applegate up under center. Lone sack back is Delgadillo. West Adams showing blitz. The give on the left side. Delgadillo, a little bit of running room. Gets across to the 32-yard line.
Tackled by number 65, Sam Dominguez.
So 3rd down and 3, 4:06 and ticking in this game, man. This is definitely the quickest second half I've ever seen, especially doing Friday Night Live, man. It's been running clocks, and it's going to be a 20-minute second half. That's got to be a record.
So
3:06 and ticking. 56-0 San Clemente. Split receivers, 1 to either side. I formation. Applegate up under center.
Quarterback for the Titans.
Toss on the right side. That's going to be Delgadillo again.
nice tackle again by number 65, Sam Dominguez. And that time, West Adams went down to a 4-man line with 4 linebackers and were able to make the stop. I don't think they wanted to get burned on the outside run again.
And again, my hat's off to this West Adams Prep team. They've stayed with it. They didn't give up. Again, I imagine them being in there at halftime just going, man, do we have to go back on the field? I'm glad that, I'm sure they wanted to. But my hat's off to them. A lot of courage. 2 split receivers, offset I formation. And that was a toss by the quarterback's number. Is that 18, Coach? Yeah, Darnold. Sam Darnold.
There's a flag on play.
Flag on the play. 142 and ticking. The refs are discussing it. They keep discussing it. That should take care of the game right here. Let that clock run out and everybody goes home healthy. Motion San Clemente. It's going to be declined. Holding San Clemente.
Oh.
That'll be accepted.
Well, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left, San Clemente might have 2 plays left. Maybe.
What do you think, Coach? Think they're going to take a knee?
No, they've got their younger
Let them run it.
Let them run it one more time.
55 seconds and ticking.
Just under a minute to play.
This is the last play. And the quarterback, Sam Darnold, he's a sophomore. I think they're going to. What do you think, Coach? You don't think they'll take a knee? I think they're going to take a knee. Maybe not. No, maybe not.
He'll probably roll out and keep the ball.
There he goes, take a knee. That's good. That's a lot of class by Coach Jaime Ortiz. That's the way. A lot of class by San Clemente right there. Don't rub it in any more than you have to. That's a great job to open up here. San Clemente's going to win tonight 56-0. The whole second half was played on a running clock. And that was just a classy way to end the game with San Clemente taking a knee like that with the quarterback, Sam Arnold, who's a sophomore. And that's a way to open up. Big victory today. Now we go to Cabrillo Long Beach next week, and that should be much more difficult than tonight's game. And again, my hat's off to That West Adams Prep School, 17 kids. The quarterback gets hurt on the first play, and they fought the whole time. They weren't able to do anything, but they still a lot of courage to get out there and to play the game the way they did. So my hat's off to them. A lot of respect shown here by San Clemente also, and Coach Ortiz by taking a knee on that last play, not rubbing it in. So game is over, and Ben, what do you think about, before I thank our Friday Night Live sponsors, what do you think about last few words here before we get off the air first night, 2012 season?
I think San Clemente was looking for a better challenge, but it was an easy game. But then again, the positives, a lot of the backups, the juniors, got to play the whole second half. They were kind of come out of this game without any injuries, a win, and then they look forward to Cabrillo next week. And so that one should be a little tougher game than tonight. But all in all, it's nice to have your first win in your first game. But they were a little they outclassed the other team, West Adams, and
big time.
So it won't be that way next week.
Right.
So a little bit more challenging. But
and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough season. We got a lot of good competition, but that's good. I mean, San Clemente will be up for the challenge. It's going to be, and again, the South Coast League. You got Mission Tesoro, El Toro, and Tabuco, and us. I mean, man, it's going to be tough, and only the top two teams go now. So
and even before you get to them, you got to play Newport Harbor and Edison.
Yeah,
Edison's
exactly.
going to be tough this year.
La Costa Canyon, Dana's going to be tough. I tell you, yeah, it's a tough season. But Simon Ortiz will have them ready. Troy Kopp doing a great job in the offense. So with that, we want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors one more time, and then we'll be off the air here and look for you guys next week. Want to thank our Friday Night Live sponsors: Greeks Concrete, Doug Greek; Situsa, the Council for Educational Travel USA, Rick Anaya; Little Page Landscaping, Paul Littlepage; Little Page Automotive, Mark Littlepage; The OC Tavern, Michael Merrigan; Rocco Custom Remodeling, Reno and Greg; and South Coast Distributing. So good night from Friday Night Live. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everybody.